Coach. Living for another week. That first half last week and getting the win. I mean, you guys came out ready and focused.
Yeah, that was the number one scoring defense in the nation, and we had a fast start against them, scored 27 points in the first half, and I thought all three phases were really good. And so, yeah, I feel like we're playing at the top of our game, and hopefully we can keep it rolling this week.
But to come out that focused on the road, I mean, how does that prepare you now for another road trip that you're about to take?
Well, I think as of last week, I think we're 37-6 on the road in our tenure here, and we've only lost 3 road games since I think the 14 season. So the 6 losses, one of them was North Dakota State, and they're the FCC national champions and FCS national champions, and another was Northwest Missouri State, who ended up winning the national championship that year. So we feel great about being a road team. I don't know why. People ask me that all the time. I don't know what it is, but these guys are a gritty bunch, and they're ready regardless of where we're playing.
We talked before the season started about how you didn't return basically anybody on defense. Yet you're 15th in the country against the run, 18th in scoring defense. How has this defense, gotten to where it is?
Yeah, that's a good question. I felt kind of sneakingly optimistic about our ability to play good defense, but I think they've even exceeded my expectations. We've been great against the run. We right now only have really 2 seniors that play on defense, and that's Deshaun Thrower and Jameel Pollard. So the rest of them are young guys, but they fought hard. And one thing I think that helps is this. I said this the other day to our guys. This will be our 4th season in 3 years, meaning we've played 11 extra games. That's 44 extra practices. That's like 3 additional spring balls. And so I think that helps us. I think our depth has really grown, and right now I don't even fear playing Evan Cummings, who's a redshirt freshman, a quarterback, and so he scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. So part of it is just growing, through time, and our defense has really done that.
Tony, obviously with each win, games get a little bit tougher every week. How are you keeping these guys focused, especially with potential off-field distractions?
Well, there's when you get to the semis, there's nothing but focus. I worried about focus a couple of weeks ago. The first round, it's always kind of the scariest round. I don't know why, but it just is. The second round, you're kind of tired. The third round, I said last week, and it's like Wednesday. It's hump day, because there's 5 games you got to win. So we're past hump day. We're rolling into, the semifinals. So we know there's an end in sight now. You can smell it. You can feel it. Because, this is our 18th straight Tuesday on a football field. And so you start kind of assessing those kind of things, and it wears on you. So I think we're past the time where it wears on you and ready to roll.
That offensive line, I know some guys have had to step up in different spots as well, but what have they done well in this postseason run that has enabled the offense to be so effective?
We've grown in that position. Sam Parker's done a great job with them. That's an energetic bunch. We expected to be good in preseason camp because we had 2 returning first-team all-conference players, and Bo Johnson and Nick Sawyer. But, Jake Boonstra has been kind of the center from Kenowa Hills, the center of our offensive line, and literally he is the center. But he's been great. Murley rolled in there a few times when Boonstra got hurt and started at center for a couple games. He did great. So we built a lot of depth there, and a very confident bunch. Pasquale's been the right tackle for 2 straight seasons. And then Corey Carr from Portage Central is rolled in there when Bo got hurt. And the last one, Tyler Allison, moved from left guard to left tackle and never played left tackle, but he's done that the last 3 weeks very effectively. So it's just a collection of guys that work really hard and take a lot of pride in it. And it's a good observation. We've rushed for over 350 yards the last couple of weeks, and that's obviously key to our success.
looking at Minnesota State, they're undefeated like you. They run the ball really well like you. They stop the run well like you. Just what does this matchup look like to you?
Yeah, they're you know, I mean, they're the number one team from the beginning to the end, and so obviously, you know, with the national rankings, they've been number one all year, and they do exactly what you just said. They run the ball great. They defend the run great. They're tough, well coached, you know, battle tested. And so, you know, we're going to have to go there and play great to win, just like everybody has to do in the playoffs this time of year. You know, this is our fourth extra game, and our kids are excited about it, and we know we're playing a great opponent. So we just, you know, I tell our guys, focus on us. So if we're the best version of us, I feel good about who we are and our capacity to win games. So if we just play our best, you know, that's all we can ask. I believe our best is good enough to win another game in the playoffs.
You know, these are the opportunities you coach for and the guys play for, but that pressure as it mounts here with just 2 left. I mean, how do you guys handle that, and how do you think this group is prepared to handle it?
Well, I don't know about the players, but for me, you know, I coach Whitehall's girls basketball, and I felt as much pressure in that as I do this. I mean, back in the day. So, you know, every competition, it's just, you know, if you're a competitor, it doesn't matter if it's a national semifinal game or I'm playing pickleball against my brother or something. You know, I want to win. And I think the nature of our guys, I don't, you know, like we could have felt pressure down in Arkansas. You know, Jay Rue had 2 practices basically in preparation for our Arkansas trip. And we played without a turnover. We played as though everybody, you know, was really prepared for the game plan. And so I don't feel like there's a lot of pressure. I don't think our guys are going to say, oh, my goodness, you know, this is it's a huge game. I think we're really focused, and we're, you know, we're battle tested, and we've done what we needed to do to have the right mentality. We've spent a lot of time on mentality training in preparation for this, so I think our mindset's great.
You played 3 quarterbacks even in the Washita game. Is that just trying to keep Drew healthy, or do you want to incorporate all those guys in the game?
We actually played four quarterbacks in that game, but now it's gotten to the point where you know, Jay Rue felt good, but when we got ahead, he said, you know, why don't you roll with somebody else? And then once we're rolling with somebody else, all 3 of the next guys have the capacity to take on, you know, part of that responsibility. So that's how we practice. Jay Rue takes most of the reps, and then we just rotate the other 3 guys. So Evan Cummings is a big 225-pound guy who has the capacity to really run downhill. He's got a strong arm. People find that out eventually. And then, you know, Travis Russell's played as good as anybody the last 2 weeks. I mean, legitimately great. And then Brett Mooney's, you know, he's a Division I transfer who started at Colgate as a true freshman. So we got 4 great guys, and I don't know what the plan will be Saturday, but I'm not afraid to use all 4 of them.